If you've just inherited an IRA from a parent, before you move a dollar, there are 6 questions you need to answer. Because if you get even one of them wrong, you could trigger unnecessary taxes, miss key deadlines, or make a mistake that's hard to undo. And the problem is, most beneficiaries don't even know these questions exist. So let's walk through the 6 questions that determine your exact path. Hey there, I'm Andrew Rafal, founder of Bayntree Wealth Advisors. Here's the part most people don't realize. There's no single rule for inherited IRAs. There's a decision tree, and each branch leads to a different deadline, a different withdrawal schedule, and a very different tax outcome. The Secure Act changed everything, and the IRS has continued to add complexity on top of that, which means the right answer for someone else could be completely wrong for you. So let's dig into it. Question 1, what year did your parent pass away? If it was 2019 or earlier, you're under the old rules, and in many cases, you can stretch distributions over your lifetime. If it was 2020 or later, you're under the new Secure Act. And for most non-spouse beneficiaries, that means the 10-year rule. The account has to be fully distributed by the end of the 10th year. Question 2, how old was your parent when they passed? This is where things start to change. If they passed before the required beginning date, generally age 73, you may not have to take anything out each year. You can let the account grow and withdraw strategically. But if they passed after that date, you may be required to take annual distributions every year and still empty the account by year 10. That's a completely different planning scenario. Now, if you're hearing this and thinking, well, I'm not even sure which of these rules apply to me, a quick place to start is our Retirement Readiness Assessment. It takes about 30 seconds, and it gives you an instant snapshot of where you stand and what areas may need attention. You'll find the link just below. Question 3, who is actually listed as the beneficiary? If it's you, a named individual, you're likely under the 10-year rule. But if no beneficiary was named and the account defaults to the estate, you could fall into a much less favorable set of rules. And in some cases, the account may have to be distributed much faster. Question 4, are you a spouse or a non-spouse beneficiary? See, spouses have options that no one else does. The biggest one is the ability to treat the IRA as their own. That can open up much more flexibility. Non-spouse beneficiaries, children, siblings, others typically fall under the 10-year rule. Question 5, how old are you? There are a few exceptions under the Secure Act that allow for more favorable tax treatment. If you're a minor child of the account owner, disabled or chronically ill, or not more than 10 years younger than the deceased, you may qualify for what's called an eligible designated beneficiary, and that can allow you to stretch distributions over your lifetime. But you have to know whether you qualify. Question 6, is the account a Roth or is it a traditional IRA? This is where the tax impact really shows up. Inherited Roth IRAs generally don't require annual distributions inside the 10-year window. The power here is you can let that money grow tax-free. Inherited traditional IRAs are treated differently. You may be required to take money out each year, and every dollar is taxed at your ordinary income. Same inheritance, completely different outcome. So before you make any decisions, get clear on those 6 questions. The year of death, your parent's age, who is the beneficiary, your relationship to the deceased, your age, and the type of account. Because once you understand those, then you can build the right plan that works for you. And out of curiosity, was this something you were already familiar with? Or is this the first time you've seen how many variables are involved with inheriting an IRA? And if you found this to be helpful, hit that like button so more people can find this information. Subscribe for our weekly retirement planning insights, and we will see you in the next video. Happy planning, everyone.